So anyway, back here on Earth, there is a revolutionary technology that we're going to talk about, and it's the future of travel. And here we have the CEO of Hyperloop TT. His name is Andres de Leon. How you doing, Andres?
Hi, how are you?
Hey, he was just telling me how to say your name, Andreas.
Okay,
How is that?
that's great.
I can't wait to travel again. How will Hyperloop make my travel better?
Well, I think that, what we are trying to create is a mode of transportation that, first of all, is sustainable. So I think that it's important to understand, that sustainability is a must in today's world. We generate more energy and alternative energy that we consume. We are also trying to create a mode of transportation that is seamless. You have a seamless experience. We are trying to improve drastically, the passenger experience. We want to create something, that you can go from point A to point B in the most seamless experience.
Yeah, tell us about how fast it is, Andres, because that's what strikes me about the Hyperloop. So explain a little bit about what it is, the technology.
From where is point A, where is point B, how many hours do I save?
Okay, so basically, you could arrive to 1,220 kilometers per hour, so around 800 miles per hour. Okay, and point A to point B, you could be putting together, so sorry, I'm having a.
Yeah, no, it's
That's
fine.
all right. That's all right.
Oh, we lost
him.
him.
Oh no, what happened?
Everyone's...
I drove like 100 whatever miles in
No,
Germany.
I think he said 1,000 miles.
Oh,
an hour.
okay.
No, I think this Hyperloop is supposed to be...
Yeah, it's gonna be. Wait, yeah, whatever he.
The
Yeah.
Hyperloop is supposed to be 30 minutes between Miami and New York.
Yeah,
I think it's that fast.
Otherwise, why do it?
Yeah,
Otherwise, why do it?
There you are, Andres.
Here you are.
We'll start this again.
Yeah, let's do
How about
this again. Where's point A? Where's point B? How fast can I get from point A to point B?
Well, so basically you can have an average speed of 800 kilometers per hour. So if you are between Madrid and Barcelona, you could do that in 30 minutes, to put a sample from Europe. Or if you go from, if I don't remember badly, from Cleveland to Chicago, I think you could do like 45 minutes, something like that. Okay.
Wow, so it's really fast. Okay,
yeah,
so
really
it's faster than airplanes then.
Yeah, well, it's basically the same average that airplanes, the same speed that airplanes, but you have an advantage that you go from city center to city center.
Yeah, I don't have to go to the airport, which always takes so long. Yeah.
So theoretically, between Miami and New York, instead of a 2.5-hour flight, it's a 2.5-hour train ride, city center to city center.
Absolutely. So we all know, that going to the airport is not the most exciting experience in your life. You have to go outside the city. You have to have the traffic jam. There's a lot of things that affect to that experience. So we are trying to put the things much more simple for the people and being able to go from city center to city center in a mode of transportation that at the end you have the same speed that the airplane, but the most important thing, much more sustainable and much more safer, because, you are on Earth, okay?
So explain the technology, right? It's a tube, right? And it changes the dynamics of how the train works, right?
Yeah. Basically, what we do is we have a tube, okay? And we made the vacuum in that tube, it's a low pressure environment. It's not a fully vacuum. So basically, it's like if you'd be in a plane going in the altitude. Here you see the pumps, of the vacuum system. So we arrive to something between 10 to 100 Pascal environment. And because on that, you have no friction. Because you have no friction, 90% of the friction of the energy consumption in a train is because on the aerodynamics. Basically, what happens is that you require a very low energy to move. On top of this tube, we put solar panels. We have alternative energy. And what we, at the end, get is a system that basically generates between 5 to 15% more energy that consumes.
Wow. So it's actually positive energy. So when can we expect this?
Okay, well, we are working on the commercial prototype. We have right now already a 320 meters developed in Toulouse, France, where is our kind of test bench for certification. And then we are working in a project in Abu Dhabi that we expect to be breaking ground next year. It's a project that will take around 2 years, 2.5 years. So basically, Hyperloop is coming in years and not in decades. Okay. We are also working on the regulation. We are working with the Department of Transportation in the United States. We are working with the DG Move in the European Commission to allow that technology goes fast, but also regulation needs to go fast, to arrive to the point that people. And we have been working with that. We developed a complete regulatory framework with TÜV, one of the most important independent safety assessors in the world. We have been working with Munich Re, a big reinsurance company, to secure that Hyperloop technology of Hyperloop TT is insurable. So, things are happening. We will see it in some years from now.
Okay, so we're going to do a rapid round of questions, and we make this for social media, so keep your answers short. So explain to me, what is the Hyperloop in a few words?
Hyperloop is the safest and more sustainable and more efficient mode of transportation.
And how does it work?
Works, with a capsule inside a tube. The tube has the low pressure environment, so you have no friction, so you can work in a very energy efficient way.
And will I be ever able to commute from Miami to New York easily on a Hyperloop in the next decade?
Yes, definitely. We hope, yes. I think that there is a big opportunity now in this post-pandemic world. Everybody wants to invest in infrastructure, and this is a sustainable and efficient infrastructure to invest in.
Is this company associated with Elon Musk in any way?
Well, Elon Musk had the idea at the beginning. He said that he had no time to develop it. So they encourage everybody, other companies, to develop it. So we took the idea. It's not a new idea. It has been for a while. The first patent was coming from 1908, about the Hyperloop, and or something similar to the Hyperloop. And we have developed the technology, and no, we have not a specific relation to Elon, other than he was the idea generator. Okay.
And last question, how much will a ticket cost? Do we have any idea?
Yes, in the analysis, in the feasibility study that we did in Great Lakes between Chicago, Cleveland, Pittsburgh, basically the cost was like 75% of the actual cost of an Amtrak train. So it's less. It's less costly than an actual high-speed train.
Well, the government never likes competition, so good luck with that. So anyway, Andrés de León, thank you so much for joining us today. We appreciate it.
Okay, thank you very much to all of you, and thanks for having us here. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.